about buying a home but unsure if it's the right time? Despite rising inventory, home sales are stuck. Competition is easing, and buyers like you are regaining negotiating power. Meanwhile, the market overwhelmingly expects the Fed to stay on pause next week when they meet on July 30th. In this update, I'll break down what's really happening in the housing and mortgage market and what smart buyers should do next. Be sure to download my free mortgage readiness checklist. I'm Pauline Lee, a real estate professional with an expertise in financing. Connect with me through the links provided for a consultation and to get mortgage ready. I encourage you to get pre-approved. Let's start with the housing market. In June 2025, existing home sales are stuck at 4 million units annually. That's down 2.7 month over month and flat year over year. For perspective, that's the same pace as 2008 when the US had 70 million fewer people. Today's volume should be closer to 5 to 5.5 million. The culprit? High prices and mortgage rates near 7%, which are keeping many buyers on the sidelines, even though inventory is rising. The average number of offers per home dropped to 2.4 in June of 2025, down from 2.5 last month and 2.9 last year. Compare that to 3.3 offers per home in June of 2023. This is a clear sign that competition is cooling down. Homes sold above the asking price was only 21% in June, well below 28% last month and 29% last year, and down sharply from over 50% in 2022. Notice that these two graphs look similar. Does the correlation make sense? When competition cools, less homes will sell above list price. Days on market measures the median days a home takes to sell. In June, days on market rose to 27, flat versus last month, but 1 whole week longer than the 22 days on market last year. Further, compare 18 days on market in June of 2023 and 14 days on market, or 2 weeks, in June of 2022. Higher days on market means that homes are lingering on the market longer, which means buyers are regaining some negotiating power. Every month, the National Association of Realtors surveys their members on their outlook of the buyer versus seller activity. Over the last 2 years, buyer versus seller activity was balanced. More recent surveys sees competition flipping towards the buyer. In some regions, buyers already have the upper hand. Let's summarize what this all means. Lower number of offers per home means fewer bidding wars. Less homes sold above asking price means that price pressure is easing. Higher days on market? The longer a home lingers on the market, the more a seller is open to negotiations. All this points to a shift. For the first time since the pandemic, buyers are regaining negotiating leverage. Want to know how to turn this shift into savings? Book a free 15-minute strategy call using the link below. I'll walk you through today's best buyer strategies, from rate buy down to using seller concessions to your advantage. Now, let's talk rates. The Fed has been on pause since early 2025, and most experts expect no change when they meet on July 30th. Why the pause? First, inflation is stuck at 2.7%, still above the Fed's 2% target. Second, the job market remains strong, with unemployment holding at 4.1%. This means the Fed is playing it safe by keeping rates steady, despite considerable political pressure to cut rates from President Trump and others. But the Fed is meant to be independent, and the majority of Fed members still believe that the economic data supports keeping interest rates high to avoid a resurgence in inflation. The bond market expects no rate cut in July and a small chance of one in September and October. Here's what the Fed funds rate futures market is currently pricing in for rate cuts. If you're waiting for rates to drop significantly before you buy, you could be waiting a while. But here's the thing, timing the bottom perfectly is impossible. The smarter move is to buy when you find the right home, you can negotiate favorable terms, and you can afford the monthly payment. And when rates drop, refinance. I help my clients navigate that process with ease. Want a professional mortgage strategy? Book a free consultation with me today. Don't go it alone when it comes to navigating today's mortgage landscape. Click the link below to book a free 15-minute consultation with me. We'll discuss your options and how to make the most of the current market. Thanks for tuning in to my mortgage and housing update. With inventory rising, competition cooling, and rates holding steady, now could be a great time to take the next step in your home buying journey. The market's finally shifting in your favor, but opportunity favors the prepared. Let's connect for a no-pressure consultation, whether you're ready to buy today or just planning ahead. I'll help you map out your home ownership strategy. Schedule your free call using the link in the description. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have questions. I'm Pauline Lee, a real estate professional with an expertise in financing. Connect with me for a consultation and to get mortgage ready. I encourage you to get pre-approved.